My guidance counselor said I didn't qualify for the scholarship, so I called them myself and found out the truth. Mrs. Connie was my guidance counselor. In February of senior year, she called me into her office about a scholarship, full ride to any college, made for low-income students who would be the first in their family to go to college. I worked 2 jobs helping my mom pay her medical bills, and we were barely keeping up. She handed me the packet with this huge smile. You're exactly who they're looking for. This has your name written all over it. I worked on that application for weeks and poured everything into my essay. When I finally gave everything to her, she promised she'd look it over and send it in. 3 days later, she called me back to her office, but the energy was completely different. She kept glancing at her computer screen and wouldn't look at me. I'm so sorry, but when I was reviewing your application, I noticed you didn't meet the GPA requirement. I had to mark you as ineligible. My throat got tight. Wait, what? I have a 3.8 and the requirement is 3.5. She waved her hand dismissively. I double-checked their internal guidelines. There's nothing I can do. Her tone was so final, like she wanted me out of her office. I left feeling completely crushed. That scholarship wasn't just about college anymore. It was about my mom not having to choose between her medication and groceries. Without it, I'd be stuck working 2 jobs forever while she got sicker. In April, the school held an assembly for scholarship announcements, and I almost skipped it. When they called out that same scholarship, I felt my chest get tight, and then they announced the winner. Olivia! My head snapped up. Olivia walked on stage wearing clothes that probably cost more than my mom's hospital bills with this huge smile on her face, and her parents were in the back literally sobbing with pride. I just sat there trying to make sense of it because Olivia's family was loaded. Her dad owned multiple businesses. They had a huge house, and she drove a brand new car to school every day. This scholarship was specifically for low-income, first-generation students, and Olivia was neither of those things. After the assembly, I went straight home and pulled up the scholarship website. I read through all the requirements and confirmed that Olivia's family made way over the income limit, and both her parents had college degrees. Then I saw at the bottom that they only gave out 1 scholarship per school each year. If Olivia won, that meant they really did reject mine for my GPA, but how could they accept someone who didn't qualify? I grabbed my phone and called the number. A woman answered. Hi, I have a question about your scholarship recipient from my school. Sure. Which school? I told her. How many applications did you receive from my school? Just 1. I felt sick. Just 1? Are you sure? Yes, just 1. From Olivia. I submitted an application too, in February, through my guidance counselor. There was this long silence. What's your counselor's name? My voice was shaking now. Mrs. Connie. Her entire tone changed. Hold on, do you still have your application materials? Yes, everything. Email them to me right now. I sent everything and waited. When she came back on, she sounded really serious. Your application is exactly what we look for. Your GPA is well above our requirement. You're actually a better fit than our current recipient. So why didn't you get it? That's exactly what I need to find out. I'm getting my supervisor. A man gets on the phone and his voice sounds angry. Walk me through everything that happened. I explain how Mrs. Connie gave me the application and told me I was perfect for it. How she said I didn't meet the GPA requirement and how Olivia won even though her family has money. He goes quiet for a bit. How many other students at your school might have qualified for this? A lot. We have so many kids who need help paying for college. Thank you for calling us. Stay by your phone. He hangs up. I barely sleep that night. The next afternoon, 2 people in suits walk into school and go straight to the principal's office, and they stay in there for hours. Then during last period, Mrs. Connie just walks out of the building in the middle of the school day, and her classroom stays closed the rest of the week. The following Monday, the principal's voice comes over the intercom during lunch, and the entire cafeteria goes completely silent. I have an important announcement. After an investigation, we discovered Mrs. Connie had been running a scheme for years. She marked qualified low-income students as ineligible, then only submitted applications from wealthy families who made large donations to the school athletics program. In exchange, these families paid for her personal expenses. She falsified dozens of applications and stole opportunities from students who desperately needed them. Mrs. Connie has been terminated and is facing 12 counts of fraud and embezzlement. The organization called me that same night and told me I was getting the full scholarship. 3 other kids from my class got theirs back too. My mom cried when I told her.